Hi everyone. So today is day 5 of Zoom Marathon Challenge Season 4, and today I'm gonna talk about two methods of arrays in JavaScript, and those methods are array.slice and array.splice, right? So these two are the methods which people confuse the most, right? And they sometimes use these terms interchangeably, which they are not actually, right? So today we will see them in detail, like what are these two methods and when they are used and what is the main difference between these two methods. So first we will talk about array.slice method. So as the name suggests, array.slice method is a method which slice something, right? But what does it slice, right? And how much does it slice, right? So array.slice method takes two arguments. First argument is the index from which you want to slice, and the second argument is the index till which you want to slide. But the important thing which needs to be remembered here, that last index is not included in the new array. And array.slice method returns a new array. It doesn't mutate or modify the original array, right? So suppose there is an array of length 10, and you are giving two arguments. First argument is 5 and second argument is 6. Then it will slice only one element, that is at fifth index, because you are giving first index as first argument as fifth index. So in it will start cutting elements from fifth index, and it will go ahead, but you are giving second argument as sixth index, and just because it doesn't include the last index means sixth index is will include, so it will cut only one element. Suppose you are giving 5 and 7 as argument, then it will cut fifth and sixth element, not 7, because last index is not included. So this was the standard way of giving arguments. And suppose you are trying to messing around the thing. How what are these cases, right? So suppose you are giving only one argument, means you are giving only one argument, you are passing only one argument, then what kind of things will happen we will see. So suppose you are giving only one argument, so array.slice method will treat each at starting index from which you are wanting to cut, and so just because it don't have any ending arguments, it will cut all the array. Means if the original array of length 10, and you want to you are giving only one argument, that is you are giving if 5 fifth index, so from fifth index till the ending of the original array, it will return you with a new array, right? So in case you don't give any second argument, it will it will cut the whole array till the end, from from the index which you are providing to the array. So this was one edge case in which you are not giving the ending argument, and means second argument or ending index. Suppose you give only one argument and it's negative. If it's negative, so whatever the value of that argument, so suppose you are giving -2, then it will give you two index from last. Suppose you are giving -3, then it will give you three index from the last. Suppose you're three elements from the last. Suppose you are giving -4, then it will give you four elements from the last. But suppose you are giving such argument, such number which is greater than the length of the array. So suppose the length of the array is 10, and you are giving -10, means it will give you 10, the whole 10 elements. But if you are giving -11 and length of the array is 10, then also it will give you the whole array. Even if you are giving -1000, it will give you whole array if that argument is greater than the length of the original array. Suppose you are giving first argument positive and second argument negative. First argument means index from which you want to cut, and second argument is usually the index till which you want to cut, but you are giving that as minus negative, minus index. Then what it will do, it will start from the starting index you are giving it, and it will start cutting, but it will leave that many elements, that many number of elements, the number you are giving as second argument in negative, right? So you are giving -2 as second argument and 5 as first argument. So it will start cutting from the fifth index, but it will leave two elements from the last, and will return you the whole elements which are falling between that segment means which are falling between fifth index, and you will leave two elements from the last, and the elements which are remaining, it will return you with those elements, right? Suppose you are giving 5 and -3, so it will start from fifth index and it will leave three elements from the last and will return you the array, the elements which are falling between that segment. So these were all the test cases which can these were all the edge cases which can be there in splice method. And now if we come in array dot splice method, then the whole working procedure and whole uh, things are same kind of, but array dot splice method gives you additional feature of adding or replacing the elements, right? So in array.splice method, there can be multiple arguments, right? So first argument is the index from which you want to replace or delete or add element. Second argument is that how many elements you want to replace, add or delete. And in case you are giving third argument, fourth argument, then in third argument, fourth argument, fifth argument, there will be elements which you want to add, which you want to insert, right? So this is array.splice method, and there are also many edge cases there, but due to time constraint, I will not cover those edge cases in today's video. So our motive today was that the main difference, to see the main difference between array.splice and array.splice method. So the main difference between array.splice method and array.splice method is that array.splice method doesn't mutate the original array, but array.splice method mutates the original array. It mutates the original array. So there is one more thing which comes from here, that you can apply slice method in strings too. In strings too, you can apply slice method, which because slice method returns you with original array, and it doesn't mutate the returns with you new array, and it doesn't mutate the original array. So it is not contradicting the thing that strings are unmutable. So strings are unmutable. So anyway, we are in slice method, we are not mutating the original array or string. So slice method can be applied on strings too, but splice method cannot be applied on strings, because splice method muted with the original data structure, and strings are unmutable. So these were two main difference between array splice and splice method. And that was all for today. And tomorrow we will meet with another interesting topic of JavaScript. So thank you for your time, and bye.